Welcome Libra, welcome to your monthly horoscope for the month of July 2021. But before we begin, I would like to let you know that I do daily video horoscopes that I post on my YouTube channel every single day. I do weekly video horoscopes that I post every single week. And I also do monthly horoscopes and monthly sun rising sign horoscopes that I post every single month. You can watch them all. And I also request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. So let's begin. Now, as we enter the month of July, Libra, we have a lot of planets retrograde. We have Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Neptune retrograde. So most of the outer planets are retrograde except for Uranus. And what this means is that it is a time to reap the rewards for the work that we have already put in. When the planets are direct, we work in a forward motion, we forge our path, and when they go retrograde, we reap the rewards for the work we've put in. So this is the energy of reaping the rewards for the work that we have already put in many areas of our lives as we enter July. All right, and as we enter July, till July 9th, till we have the new moon in Cancer, we will be in the last lunar month energy, which was a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. So that energy will carry on with us till July 9th, and that at least because it was an eclipse, and eclipses stay with us longer. But on June 10th, there was a new beginning, a powerful new beginning. Where that beginning happened for you, Libra, was in your belief system for travel, higher education, wisdom, knowledge. That was the area that had a powerful new beginning for you, Libra. And as we enter July, we will still be in that energy. Now, let's talk about July. So I'm going to give you important dates and important events and what those mean for you, and then I'm going to pick a card and close out the reading. So let's talk about July 9th because that's the first important event in the month of July. And it is the new moon in Cancer, and it's happening in your 10th house right here. Now, a new moon is a new beginning. We begin the next lunar month and we seed something on the new moon, something that will grow and blossom in the weeks to come. And for you, Libra, that new beginning is happening in your 10th house of career, of business, of your public image, and if politics apply to you, then that as well. But it is a new beginning in this area of your life. And Libra, this new moon is very different from the new moon in Cancer we've seen in the past 2 to 3 years. And the reason is that for the past 2 to 3 years, every time the moon was in the sign of Cancer, as it is right now on the chart, Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, the opposite sign of Cancer, and it opposed the new moon. Every time Saturn was opposing the new moon energy for the past 2 to 3 years, because Saturn was in Capricorn between 2017 and 2020. And also since 2018 to 2020 May, the nodes were also in Cancer and Capricorn, which means every time we had a new moon, it was an eclipse. And eclipses are powerful. They can change things in a very fast manner, and with Saturn there on the axis, these eclipses felt very difficult. So what I'm trying to say is that the new moon in Cancer this year is different from what it has been in the past 2 to 3 years. It is an easier beginning. It is a lighter beginning. It is a powerful beginning without the stress, without the difficulties that we've been facing. And for you, every time we had a new moon in Cancer, because Cancer is your 10th house, Libra, it felt difficult. So every time you tried to start something new in business, in your career, it felt challenging, it felt difficult, it required a lot of effort. But this time it's different. So it's a great thing. And soon after this, okay, let me change the chart. On June 11th, what's happening is that Mercury is going to change signs, okay? Mercury was in your 9th house, and now on June 11th, it's going to enter your 10th house, meaning your mental energy, your communication, your thought processes, your everything connected to your mind and processing information will be connected to your career. You will be thinking a lot about your career. You will be very mentally focused in your communication, in your energies, in your writing, something about your career, about your business. And that's what happens on July 11th. And then on July 15th, we have Chiron going retrograde. Chiron has been in your 7th house. Okay, now Chiron is our deepest wound, but it's also how we heal. And the healing that comes with Chiron is often bittersweet. It heals us by wounding us more, you know. And for you, the area that Chiron has been in is your business partnerships, is your marriages, your relationships, is legal issues. So it's been healing you in those areas, but it's been feeling bittersweet. Now Chiron will go retrograde on July 15th, which will mean the bittersweetness, the wounding process that Chiron brings with it will go away. You've healed now, and now you will really begin to imbibe that healing. Okay, now the next important thing happens on July 21st, and it is that Venus is going to enter the sign of Virgo, which means it's going to leave your 11th house and come into your 12th house. For the past 30 days, for the past 25 days or so, till July 21st, Venus has given you gifts and blessings and made you more receptive to your hopes, goals, and dreams, as well as your social circle. Now, this includes the groups that you belong to and the organizations that you're a part of. And now, beginning on July 21st, Libra, it's going to give you gifts and make you more receptive to your spirituality, to your subconscious mind, to perhaps something connected to the past. And if drugs, delusions, addictions apply to you, then those as well. And this is the house of depression as well, so that too. And then on July 22nd, let me clean up the chart, the sun is going to change signs, which means it's going to change houses, which means the area of your life that is put in the limelight will shift. For the past 30 days till July 22nd, the sun has been illuminating, bringing to light your house's career, your career, business. And now, for the next 30 days, the sun will be focused on illuminating and bringing to light areas connected to your hopes, goals, and dreams, and your social circle. And the future as well. And science and tech if they apply to you. Now moving on to July 23rd. Now this is the second most or the most important event of July. The first would be this, and the second would be the new moon in Cancer that happened on July 9th. Now this full moon in Aquarius is happening at 1 degree of Aquarius. Let me place it on the chart for you, Libra. So it's going to happen in your 11th and 5th house. Okay, it's going to happen here. The moon's going to move on. This is going to be the spot where it takes place. Right here. And what are full moons? Full moons are culmination points. They're completion points. They're points where we can see things clearly. And if we can see things clearly, we can understand things clearly. So this is a point where we'll be able to see things clearly, understand things, complete certain things. In Libra, what are you understanding, completing, culminating, seeing clearly? There are 2 to 3 things. Now the first is the new beginning that happened on July 9th connected to your career. Okay, this is the first thing. So something in your career you began to see it on July 9th, and that has become more clear to you, that has revealed itself in some way, that has taken roots in some way by July 23rd. That's the first thing. The second thing goes back to Feb 11th of 2021. Now we had a new moon in Aquarius in Feb, and that for you was in your 5th house of children, creativity, hobbies, pleasure, and that was when something connected to these areas began for you. And now you're seeing that beginning more clearly. You're understanding it. What was it that began in around Feb 11th? And the third thing that you might be seeing clearly is the new cycle of Saturn and Jupiter They met up in your fifth house as well, of love, romance, children, creativity, hobbies, pleasure, and began a new beginning in this area of your life, which will stay with us for 20 years. So now is a moment where you might be able to see what that beginning was more clearly. So December of 2020. December 21st to be exact. And then on July 27th, Libra, we have Mercury changing houses again, changing signs again. From your 10th house, it's going to enter your 11th house. And for the past 25 days, since I think July 11th, you've been very mentally focused on your career. And now you'll be very mentally focused on your social circle. These are groups that you belong to, acquaintances that you might have, all those sort of things, and your hopes, goals, and dreams, and science and tech if that applies to you. And it's very interesting because the Sun and Mercury are never too far apart, right? They're always very close. And that's because usually where our soul is, the Sun, our mind will eventually follow, or where our mind is, our soul will eventually follow. So it always works like that. So a few days ago when Sun entered your 11th house, it started to illuminate your social circle, your acquaintances, your groups, your hopes, goals, and dreams, the future. And then soon after that, Mercury came in and said, let me focus my mental energies on these areas. I just thought I'd mention that. And then on July 28th, Jupiter is going to retrograde back into Aquarius, which means it's going to retrograde back into your fifth house. Now, Jupiter retrograde brings with it blessings, gifts, rewards for the work that we already put in when Jupiter was direct, the lessons that we learned when Jupiter was direct. And for you, these rewards, these gifts are connected to love, romance, children, hobbies, pleasure, creativity. And you'll start to receive them starting on July 28th. And on July 29th, Mars enters the sign of Virgo. Mars has been reinvigorating, it has been energizing your social circle, your acquaintances, your hopes, goals, and dreams, your thoughts about the future, and science and tech if that applies to you. It has been re-energizing this, reinvigorating this area for the past 40 days up until July 29th. Now from July 29th, for the next 40 days or so, Mars is going to transit your 12th house and re-energize and reinvigorate areas connected to your spirituality, your subconscious mind, something connected to the past, or if drugs, delusions, addictions, depression apply to you, then those as well. And that was the basic astrological overview of the month. Now, if you want to know the exact energy of each day, you can watch my daily horoscope, which I will post a day before the day. And you can apply those to your chart because you can see your chart here. And also, Libra, I would like to know if you want me to do a video which tells you the underlying themes of what you have been going through for maybe the year or 2 years. Because a lot of what takes place, yes, astrology changes day to day, moment to moment, but a lot of what takes place stays with us for years. Has a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, even 10, 15 years. And if you would like to understand that, I can make a video on that. For example, where Saturn is in your chart, it tells you which area you're asked to work hard towards, which area of your life will feel difficult, and this is a 3-year transit. So even if you have a month-to-month change in reading, the underlying energy for those 2 to 3 years will be you requiring to work towards, say in this case, your children, your love, romance, hobbies, creativity. It's just an example. For example, where Jupiter is for the past year, which area is it healing for you? Which area is it blessing for you? Or where Neptune has been. Where has Neptune been since 2011? Yes, it's been in one house since 2011. And it can cause confusion in that area of your life. So these are the little things that I'll touch upon in that video. And if you'd like to see that, I'll put that out soon. Just let me know. And now I'll pick a card for you and then we'll close it out. Okay, I'm going to go with the top card since nothing is falling out today. says serendipity. Now this card to me says, it's like, it's a coincidence, but it's not really a coincidence. It's like things meaning to happen that feel like it's a coincidence, but they're not. So this month, Libra, you might have some meetings with people, some events might take place that you might feel like, oh, okay, it's serendipity, but it's not. It's the universe. It's the universe making it happen. And this month, those things can happen for you. And I think whatever happens is going to be positive and it's going to take you higher. See how she's flying with, it's a leaf, but the leaf is carrying her away. It's carrying her to the skies. I think this month, Libra, you will rise, and you will rise higher. And I think it's something that you have not planned. It's just happening and it feels like serendipity. It makes sense because retrogrades are a time where we reap the rewards for the work we've already done. We've done it. It's in the background. Now things will start to come about. So it may feel like serendipity. Yeah, I think it's a great card for the month of July, Libra, and yeah. Actually, I do want to mention one more thing before I close out. I don't know, I don't do this in every other video, but for this case, I will say it. And it's that Saturn is in Aquarius right now, which is an air sign. Till December of 2020, Saturn was in Capricorn, Earth sign. And as Saturn was in Capricorn, if you have a lot of Libra energy, it squared all that energy. 90-degree angle, which meant the past 3 years for you, Libra, were difficult and required a lot of growth and change. And now Saturn's moved on to Aquarius since December of 2020, and things have begun to ease off. Now, in a trine aspect, whatever changes you made in the past 3 years, whatever Saturn made you work towards, you'll start to see those come together in an easy way. So I just wanted to mention that for some reason. And do hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Hit the bell icon and let me know if you want that long-term horoscope video. And have a great day, Libra. I'll see you next time. Bye.